Hello. We're now going to move to the next frequently asked question. Can I get enlightened in a weekend? Can I get enlightened in a weekend? It's a very fair question because in today's world there's so much hype. So can I get enlightened in a weekend? Well, what's the answer to that? This is what I wrote. Yes. Yes, you can get enlightened in a weekend. I continue to say, some people succeed in as little as a weekend, but others, they may need a little bit more time. But everyone that participates in an Enlightenment Intensive retreat gets benefits, and here's a couple of them. They expand their self-awareness, become a deeper mindful person. They expand their self-awareness, they expand and deepen their understanding of themselves and others, and they increase their relating ability, their ability to communicate what they're conscious of about themselves, life, and others. These are the benefits at an Enlightenment Intensive. I go on to write, the Enlightenment Intensive process has been used by thousands of people, tens of thousands of people by now, the world over, in the last, well, I wrote this in the last 30 years. Now it's probably more like in the last 40 plus years. Well, since its origin in California, in the high desert, over 30 years ago. I continue writing, the state of enlightenment that people experience on an Enlightenment Intensive retreat is the same that Buddha experienced centuries ago, or that anyone at any time, anywhere, ever experienced what we're calling Buddha nature, no matter what the technique. In other words, the Buddhahood experience, the experience of enlightenment, is all the same. And this is what Jeff Love wrote. Jeff was an early Enlightenment master, and he put out this little booklet called The 72-Hour Mirror. And in this document that I wrote, I quoted from Jeff. I said, Jeff Love has written that, quote, truth seekers may find all their previous efforts rewarded during this concentrated effort. Those new to self-inquiry often find it easier than veteran seekers who may have to overcome their own expectations. This is what Jeff writes. He goes on, and many report having enlightenment experiences on their way home or in the days or weeks following the Enlightenment Intensive. Well, I'll leave it there for this section. And what I'm going to show you now is a short excerpt of Jeff Love from my interviews of him many, many years ago. So I hope you enjoy some of that. Thank you.
To itself, beyond how we see, conceive of it, sense it, know of it, believe in it. All of those are by means of, by way of, ways of knowing. Enlightenment is a direct, immediate. The way it's classically described is that there's an at-oneness. There's no difference between the observer and the observed. It is the same in that moment of experience. It's self-evident truth. And we can find it only by clearing the mind, the emotions, preconceived ideas, beliefs, get rid of all of that, and suddenly what is real, right here and now, always in the present, comes into focus. It's always surprising.
Yeah, you mentioned clearing the mind. How does this process help to clear the mind? It seems like a big...
In the Enlightenment Intensive process, the mind clearing comes about through the use of the question, because as you go to find the truth, and you use the question, whatever is not true will come up into your consciousness because it's attached, associated in the mind with that question, like who. Everything you've experienced as to who you are, everything that threatened your being, every trauma that had to do with who you are, every belief system that has assumptions about who you are, will come up into your consciousness, and you will communicate it to your partner in the dyad situation. And if it's true, it will remain true. If it's not, it'll be discharged as a mental figment of your imagination and go away. And in the end, after 3 days of doing this, your mind just stops doing that. You get to a clarity where there is no mind in the way, and then you're able, if you can get it. And it's not guaranteed that by clearing the mind you'll find the truth, but it is a prerequisite for finding the truth.